I am super excited about today's topic. We're covering bonsai trees. So cool. We're at Skillins. Here's Chris.
Hi.
Chris, first of all, am I pronouncing it correctly? I'm saying bonsai. Is that the proper way?
Well, you can say bonsai. It's really, you just combine the word bone and sai, so it's bonsai.
Bonsai.
Yep.
Bonsai.
Exactly.
Okay. How did you get interested in bonsai?
Well, I've been interested in horticulture for quite a while.
Yeah.
I've been working in the field for about 15 years now. And it's basically combining horticulture and art. We've had this one, I've probably been growing this one for roughly 6 years now. It's a Schefflera arbicola, or umbrella tree. I'm sure you've heard of those in the larger pots. They actually get quite large.
Sure.
Here's an example of a smaller version of that. This is about what we started with when we started this plant.
Wow.
This is probably about a year old in comparison. Most of them are subtropical or tropical varieties of plants.
Why is that?
The reason for that is so it's easy to care for.
What's this wire all about on this one?
So the wire is for training. What you can do is you take that wire, you wrap it around the stem carefully, and you can bend the stem and have it hold in that place. And usually, depending on the tree, between a few weeks and a few months, that stem will harden and you can take that wire right off and it'll keep the shape that you left it in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Fun part about this one here also is it's a bay laurel, so it's edible.
Oh, it's Bailey.
Exactly.
You can put it in soups or whatever.
That's it.
All right, Chris, you're kind of hooking me on bonsai. Can you show me how to actually grow one?
Absolutely.
Well, Chris, the only thing I know about bonsai is from Mr. Miyagi and Daniel LaRusso, Karate Kid back in the 80s. They had bonsais going, they made it look easy. What would you do with this?
So the first thing we did was we picked our plant, we picked our pot, this is our pot here, and you just got to try to envision what it's going to look like in the end.
Okay.
So in order to keep the plant in the pot, what we've done here is we've incorporated the wire. There's 2 holes in the bottom here, and we take this bonsai wire and we bend it up, eyeball it from the holes, bend it up in a U shape, put it right through. We have this plastic mesh right here, which holds the substrate inside the pot. So once I have it at the level I'd like it to be at, which is right about there, I'm going to wire that right in. So I have the wires that we placed in earlier, and we're just going to come right over the root system here with one wire on one side, kind of just hand twist it on. If I'm happy with that, I'm just going to take my needle nose pliers here, snap off some of this wire that I don't need,
Right.
and then tighten that right back in there.
Got it.
If I have potting soil or I have the bonsai soil here, I'll just add some soil around to get kind of the base.
Going.
Yeah, up and close to the top of the root ball. Now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take that wire that we had earlier and I'm going to wrap it right around this stem and have it.
We're going to make that sweep that you were
Exactly.
talking about. All right, this is interesting. How are we going to do this?
So roughly I just give it the same length as an 8 to 12 inch pot.
All right.
I'm going to take the wire, give it a little bit of a cup, and I'm going to start right on the stem here.
Okay.
Kind of loop it around the stem.
Yeah, hook it right in there.
And then I'm going to carefully go around without encompassing some of those branches. So once you have the wire on there pretty well, you can get a good start on it. You want to be very careful not to bend. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb basically on each loop.
Yeah.
And you can bend each loop a little more. We're getting to the point where
Check it out, folks. See, it's coming together there.
it's starting to cascade
Yeah.
below the pot
Beautiful.
surface. And I love incorporating stones as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
Especially with junipers. So basically I'm just going to find a place to put the stones that I feel like it's going to look nice. So then I'll bring up some moss. I'm probably going to put the moss right around the base of the tree. What I like to do, even with the topsoil in there, or the potting mix, is just spray it down. Let it saturate with water. Is I'll just take a piece of screen or something, and I'll screen out some of that soil to get some of that softer portions out of there. So you have this nice granular top coat.
Pretty.
I'm just going to sprinkle it right in there, and then I'll mold it around afterwards. So I'm just going to do is come in through here and I'm just patting down this stone, cleaning off any debris. And what this also does is it kind of locks the stone in place.
Yeah.
So it holds it from
Like an
moving.
adhesive almost.
Exactly.
Let's take a look, folks. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful? That is amazing. And it was so easy.
So easy.
Chris, thank you so much for all of these bonsai tips. And maybe you want to have a new gardening canvas. Try bonsai. It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of therapeutic too.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah, it is. All right, we'll see you next time on Gardening with Gutner.